Ms. Moore, I'm going to ask you, we've had trouble with this microphone with all of us, with mine and the witness, so if you would try to stay closer than you would ordinarily stay with the microphone, I'd appreciate it.
Will do.
All right, would you state your name, please?
My full name is Margaret McCarthy Moore.
Ms. Moore, how are you? I'm going to go through with you a little bit of history of your background and all, but I want to really kind of relate it to your personal, professional background. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Waco, Texas.
And did you live in Waco all the way through high school?
I did.
And after high school, what did you do?
I came to the University of Texas here in Austin.
And did you attend and graduate?
I did. Earned a BBA in accounting in 1970, and then I started law school here.
All right. After graduate school or after law school, what year did you become licensed to practice in the state of Texas?
1973.
Right. And then what did you do?
At that time, I was working in the legislature. In 1973, I was working in the House. I got my license, passed the bar in April of that year. I ended up coming back and working the Constitutional Convention in 74, and I worked in 1975 during the session, and then when I became a lawyer, I really wanted to be in a courtroom, so I was able to, I was appointed the Juvenile Public Defender for Travis County in 1976.
All right, and then you had a series of other jobs. What led you into where you became the elected district attorney of Travis County?
Well, I was hired as an assistant district attorney in 1977. I had gotten to know Ronnie Earl when he was in the legislature, and he gave me a job in the DA's office.
How long were you there?
I was there until I was elected county attorney in 1980. I took office in 1981.
As the county attorney?
Yes.
How long were you the county attorney in Travis?
4 years.
Pardon me?
4 years.
Okay. And then after your tour, would that be like 1985?
Correct.
And then what was your next position?
Mommy.
All right.
I had a daughter, and I remarried in 1984, and we had 2 sons, one in 85 and one in 87, and my husband was a litigator, so we made the family decision that somebody ought to be home with these kids. So I did not go back into the practice of law until much later. I did, though, during that time. I did serve twice on the Travis County Commissioner's Court as an appointee to fulfill unexpired terms.
What year did you become the elected district attorney for Travis County?
Well, I was elected in 2016, and I took office January 2017.
All right. So some of the things we're going to be talking about occurred in 2020. You were, of course, a Democrat, correct?
That is correct.
And then what was the outcome of the March 2020 primary? Or really, I think there was a runoff, was there not, in the race, in the primary?
2020, I was defeated in a runoff in July.
Right. So from July of 2020, you were in effect a lame duck to the end of the year, were you not?
Yes.
Right.
How flattering.
Not a phrase we all enjoy, but it was a reality, correct?
Correct.
All right, I want to take your attention, if I can, to Attorney General Paxton. Had you had a particular mission and intent as to the kind of relationship you hoped to have with Attorney General Paxton, as you were the elected district attorney as a Democrat, and he was the elected Attorney General as a Republican?
Well, and in general, my aim as district attorney was to establish good relationships between the Travis County District Attorney's Office and all of the law enforcement agencies, and that included the Attorney General's Office. I did work there under General Abbott for 9.5 years, so that was an office that I had a particular fondness for.
Well, appreciate that. So at the time that General Paxton was the Attorney General and you were the District Attorney, you had how many years' experience previously working for the Attorney General's office?
9.5.
And what year? What was that? When was that area?
I went to work there in 2000. Sorry.
That's okay.
2005 to 2014.
And was Governor Abbott at that time the Attorney General?
He was.
Was he the Attorney General for the entire time you worked for the Attorney General's office?
Yes, he was.
All right. Now, how would you describe into the period of May, June, or whatever of 2020, how would you describe your relationship and dealings with the Attorney General?
He had, General Paxton himself had been, I considered him a friend. I didn't know him well, but he'd been very generous with helping with matters that we asked him to help with. I considered him a friend.
All right, in May of 2020, did you become aware of any type of request that he was making regarding a particular matter?
Yes.
And what was that, and how did you become aware?
My first assistant was Melinda Monford, known as Mindy Monford, and she told me, informed me about...
Objection, hearsay. Sustained.
So, did you become aware of a conversation that Mindy Monford had with the Attorney General?
I did.
And as a result of that conversation, did you authorize or agree to any type of meeting with the Attorney General on behalf of members of your staff?
Of course.
All right. And when you say of course, what do you mean?
I did consider him a friend, and I'd considered the relationship between the DA's office and the Attorney General's office to be a very important working relationship. So an elected official, the highest legal officer in the land, wants to have a meeting with me or my folks, it's going to be yes.